Hey guys, 8-Bit Eric here, and if there's one thing that I do better than anybody else, it's jump on that bandwagon for views. So that's why I'm going to begin a new series called Tier List. Yeah, I'm going to go to Tier Maker and do the thing that all the trendy YouTubers are doing right now, and that's making videos about tier lists. So with today's first video is best NES game. So I'm going to rank them from my most favorite to my least favorite right now in today's video, guys. So let's go ahead and begin now. And if you're brand new, feel free to throw a subscription. Let's get this started. So yeah, here we go. We got a good assortment of NES games. Looks like some of the best right here. We got Zelda 2, Bionic Commando, Final Fantasy. We got the Mega Mans, the Castlevanias, the Metroids, the Marios. Looks like some good stuff, guys. It's going to be a little difficult because opinion is subjective. I'm sure I'm going to make some of you guys so upset and triggered in the comments if I rank your game one of my least favorites. But you know what? That's the beauty of it. I'm going to leave a link down below as well for you guys to do this on your own. You can set up your own tier as well. So let's go ahead and get this started. So S obviously is best, and then we got A, B, C, and D is last. First one off the bat, we got Zelda 2. The Adventure of Link. I'm going to be honest, out of the two NES games, this one is not my favorite. I mean, it's not knocking it, anything. I really do appreciate its significance in the Zelda history, but I really don't like it that much. But I will say it's a good game, so let's put it right in the middle. You know what I mean? Right in the middle. I don't think it's bad, but it's not my favorite. It's good. It's a must-own. That is for God sure. So we are going to rate it right in the middle of the action. Now we got Bionic Commando, a classic common NES game. It's not bad by any means. It's one of Capcom's most underrated titles on the NES. It's very easy to find, decent platformer, but it's not one of my favorites. I would say, you know what, let's rank that as a B as well. I don't know if I'm being too lenient or not. Again, my preferences for NES games change day by day. Like, I swear, one day my favorite game is Punch-Out, the next day it's Mario 3. So this is based on what I'm feeling today. We've got the original Final Fantasy game. I played a lot of that, you know, back in the day when I first got my NES a few years ago when I started collecting again. That battle theme just gets stuck in your head. That banana, 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 banana. I enjoy it very much. I appreciate it, you know, because without it, we wouldn't be where we're at in Final Fantasy terms. So I'm going to give that an A. Now, the next two, we got Mega Man 2 and Mega Man 3. This is going to be the toughest toss-up probably on this list. Those are the two Mega Man games that everybody says are the best out of the 6 on the NES. Oh, man. I don't know. Out of these two, I like Mega Man 3 the most. I'm a Mega Man 3 guy, so I'm going to go ahead and put Mega Man 3 on the S wing. But I will say Mega Man 2 is still good, so I'll put Mega Man 2 as an A. So there we go. And you know what? I'm going to move it above Final Fantasy. So we got an A+ on that, right? Now, next up, we got Ninja Gaiden, and I believe that is part 2. So let's go ahead. I like playing Ninja Gaiden. I had a lot of fun, but I suck at it. It's still a great game. I could say that it is definitely a must-buy for sure, but it's not an S in my opinion. So I'll rank that as an A. So it looks like the A wing is winning the most right now. We got Mario 2. I love Mario 2. I think that's a great game. I'm going to put it on an S. I used to play it so much on Super Mario All-Stars on the Super Nintendo, and I think it's amazing on the NES. So it's a great game, very underrated. It's got a bad rep because of a lot of reviewers, you know, those angry reviewers and stuff early on in YouTube. Metal Gear, blah. I cannot stand Metal Gear on the NES at all. You know, I don't like it. I think it's bad. So Simon's Quest is my least favorite out of the 3 NES games. I'm going to give it a C. I'm not saying it's bad. I know there's some Castlevania fanboys out there, okay? I can appreciate it, but out of the 3, I would say that's my least favorite. We got Ghouls and Ghosts, or Ghosts and Goblins. I appreciate it. Very difficult game, but it is a must-own, I would say. I'm going to put it in the middle because I don't think it's one of the greatest games on the NES, compared to like the actual arcade version. It's kind of an inferior port. That's to be expected, but it's not a bad game by any means. I'm gonna put it solid in the middle. Now we got the original Legend of Zelda, and I'm gonna say that that is an S, just because of the significance and impact that it's had, not just on the NES, but in gaming in general. The original Zelda paved the way for so much, so give that. Duck Hunt. I loved playing Duck Hunt, especially against Shady J. We have Duck Hunt, so I'm going to put that right here as an A. Quintessential game on your NES. Castlevania, the first one, I'm also going to rank that as an S, just because that's my most favorite of the three. It's a classic, a staple, and so much more, you know, that the original Castlevania, and now look at where the series is today. So I'm going to put that there. Double Dragon, I'm going to put at a solid B, because I feel out of that one in the Sega Master System port, it's the most inferior version, because there's no two-player simultaneous in the main story mode. Yeah, there's the versus mode, but it's not the good one. Master System is the good one. Strider, I feel that it is not good on the NES, but it's a solid C. I would say it's not one of the best in my opinion. Pac-Man, it's Pac-Man. I'll put that as a C. I love Pac-Man, but I don't know. I don't think of Pac-Man when I play on the NES. I think of the arcade version. Bomberman, I'm very, very indifferent when it comes to Bomberman. I don't enjoy the NES version at all. I do enjoy like later ones like Sega Saturn Bomberman, because you can play with like 7 people. So we'll play that. Contra, purely classic. I suck at it, but that's an S game, bar none. That's hands down one of the greatest games of all time. Battletoads, oh my goodness. My Lanta, great game, very difficult. I suck at it, but I'm going to go ahead and rank that as an A, just because it is a pure classic. Dr. Mario, it's a puzzle game, but I'm not really into it, so I'm going to rank it as a B, just because it is a must-own. Now, Punch-Out. Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, my favorite NES game of all time. I'm going to put that on the S's. I could play that all day, every day. I still can't get past Super Macho Man, but I still love trying every time. Dragon Warrior 1, definitely historical as far as its impact goes and its release in the United States. Big promotion with Nintendo Power, but it ain't no Final Fantasy 1. As a matter of fact, it hasn't really aged that great, so I'm going to put it as a D. Excitebike, I like it, but it ain't that great. I'm going to rank that as a C, just because there's only so much you can do on Excitebike. It is a black box game, so you can't expect much out of it, but I don't think it's as good as anything that's ranked up in the B's, so I'll move it down to a C. Same with Donkey Kong, man. I love Donkey Kong, but the NES version is just really inferior. Once you get past the original, like, couple cycles of the first 3 levels, it's just repetitive. It's missing the pie stage. It's a classic. Don't get me wrong. It's changed Nintendo's fortunes around in the arcades, but the NES version didn't do it any justice. So I recommend getting the Switch Arcade Archives version. Now, Metroid. Oh, man. I do not want to piss off Metroid fans, because we've had it out on the channel in the past, guys, in regards to Metroid. But I do know that the original Metroid is a good, so I'll put it right in the middle. It's not one of my favorites, but it's not bad by any means. So I'm going to put it right in the middle to appease everybody. Now, Gyromite, I could give a crap less. I have no idea why people try to get these 5-screw Gyromites all the time. The game itself is not that great. Ice Climber, I really don't care for that either. The controls are weird as far as jumping mechanics go and stuff on that, but I can appreciate it. Kid Icarus, I really enjoy Kid Icarus, so I'm going to put that as an A. I really do wish they would put a new game out in that series. I have the 3DS one. Kirby, I'm going to put that at a solid A as well. Kirby's not really my favorite franchise in NES, or Nintendo for that matter, but that is a pretty good game as far as like depth goes and stuff. That's mostly because it was released towards the end. Mega Man 1, again, that is a good, not as good as 2 or 3, so I'm going to put that below it at the B aisle. Now we got Ninja Gaiden. I'm going to put that as an S. That I had so many memories playing the original Ninja Gaiden growing up. Never beat the game by any means, but to this day, it's still a joy to play and a joy to be like, you know what? I'm going to finally do it. Dracula's Curse, definitely better than Simon's Quest, but I don't think it's as good as Castlevania 1 in my opinion, so I'm going to put it as an A. Mario 3, duh. Like, is this anything but a C? Or an S, I mean? One of the greatest games of all time. Not just greatest Mario games of all time, but greatest of all time. Super C, I really don't enjoy Super C as much as I do the original Contra. So I'm going to put that at an A. And then the original Mario Brothers, guys. I mean, that paved the way. Of course it's an S. So this is my rankings for best NES games based on this tier maker. Again, guys, my opinion. Don't hate me too much in the comments. What do you think? Comment down below. For the most part, do you agree? Let me know your rankings and stuff based on this. And also, feel free to try it. There's a link down below. You can try the tier list yourself. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you really enjoyed. I thought of doing something a little bit more different. If you're brand new to the channel, again, feel free to throw a subscription. Don't forget to like and comment and all that stuff. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Have a great day. Peace out. Consider supporting 8-Bit Eric on Patreon for just $1 a month. Link below in the description.